Y'all shut up now!
Well, there's no reason to be sorry for liking Sweet Johnny. Sweet Johnny likes you too.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got a very awesome episode for you. All right, today we are going to be continuing our series of cleaning out a hoarder's house. Now, if you haven't joined us recently for any other episodes, we have put a huge dent in this room. All right, so welcome back to episode 6 of this unknown series. Now, if you've joined us before, you have seen this whole room a cluttered mess. We have cleared out at least half of the room. You see what mess we have left, but this looked like that. Now, we've been working pretty hard on this room itself, and we're not going to give up until it's complete. So, just to go over the whole situation here. Now, just as a recap, this is a room of a hoarder that's been collecting stuff since the Depression all the way to 2026. Now, we started on one half of the room just so we could get a foothold and have some room to move around. We've cleared that area. Now we're moving on to the other side where it's a mountain of mess. We have carried out numerous bags of trash. We've also found all kinds of antiques and goodies. Old stuff, new stuff, things we didn't even know existed. Now, like I keep saying, we have put a huge chunk in this room, so we're just going to continue on and keep cleaning. Now, in this episode, I can guarantee you we are going to find some cool things, and I'm going to show them off to you. We found things like electronics, toys, clothes, game boards, projectors, a lot of antiques, some retro 90s and 2000s stuff, and now we're about to get into the other side to see what other things we can find. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, let me show you what we got going on this side. Now, we've got a bunch of stuff over here. We've got it all the way to the ground, going up almost to the ceiling there. You can see that. Now, since we've done so good on this side, we've got plenty of room to move around now and move things around. So one of our first goals is to kind of get these scoot down, get this big old desk that you put makeup on in, get it over here to the wall, get this chair cleaned off, get all that off, move that chair out of the way, and then we can get a better idea of what's going on in this area. So let's just grab a trash bag and begin. Oh my god, this thing looks like one of those things. Oh my god. Alright, back to it. Okay, as you can tell, we've got this big mess to clean up. So let's go ahead and just continue picking up trash, and we'll find some stuff along the way. Let's get to it. Now let me show you some of these goodies we just found piled in that pile of trash. Now here we have a Barbie boat. It says it was made in 2016, but what's cool about this is you've got your little glass here. You can see inside the water. Hi, how are ya? So that's pretty cool there. Next thing I found was a Marilyn Monroe. Let's see what it is. It's Select Vision video disc. These were out before VCRs, before DVD players, before anything that could play something on your TV. They had movies on this. It looks like a record. It's not. Pretty cool though, pretty cool. This thing is from 1981. My goodness. Manufactured by the RCA. But it's pretty cool. It's a 7-year itch. Never seen that movie, but I thought this was pretty cool. I thought it was neat. Something neat here. I don't even remember these things. I'm that old. I was born in 87. This came out in 81. Now, next thing we found was some Spice Girl Barbie dolls. I don't know if any of you remember these. Now, if you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you definitely know what these are. Spice Girls took over the world. I was even a fan. But we've got 3 here. We've got what looks like Posh. Pretty cool. The cool thing about these is their eyes is on top there. That's each character and their eyes. Pretty neat. We got Ginger. Don't ask me how I know their names. I just do. Ginger here. We've got Posh here. Pretty cool. Neat. And then we've also got Sporty Spice here. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Now, they also come with a mini Barbie doll of themselves. That's pretty cool. They come with headsets as well and some Spice Girl stickers. Now we've got on the back, it talks about each character. There was 5 characters in the group. So that's pretty cool, pretty neat. Alright guys, we've already put a little bit of a dent in this area. We've got a trash bag here, where you know the routine. We're going to go ahead, tie it up, get it put outside, get it out of our way. Nice. Big old bag of trash. We also got a metal thing, a wood TV tray. Now, I don't know if this generation knows anything about TV trays, but back in the day when you gather around the TV and eat your supper as a family, you'd have these little TV trays at the couch and at your lazy boy, drop it down in front of you and put your food on it and drink on it, and it's your little table. Then you just fold it up and put it aside somewhere. So that's pretty cool. TV tray. All right, let's get this trash out here. Now, I've got a real treat for you guys. Some of you youngins may not know what this is. This is a VCR. And also, for those of you that don't know what a VHS is, this is a VHS tape. You see that? It comes with a case here. And this ain't plugged in, so it's not going to work properly, but you just slide your tape in just like that. It goes in, the door closes, and most of the time you could hear these things as they was playing or rewinding. You push play on this thing, and it plays your video. Now, one thing you guys ain't used to with streaming nowadays is rewinding, fast forward, and all that stuff. So, they've got rewind buttons, fast forward buttons. This is really cool. I guarantee you anybody born in the late 2000s has no idea what a VCR is. Now, if you grew up in the early 2000s as well, you also got different types of boom boxes. It seems like they was coming out with one every month. but this is a boombox before CD player. This took cassette tapes. Now, if you don't know what a cassette tape is, it came after the 8-track. The only difference is between that and the 8-track, it was smaller, you could rewind it, you could fast forward it, all kinds of stuff. The 8-track, you couldn't do any of that. Now, for those of you that don't know what a cassette tape is, this is a cassette tape. Now, Brooks and Dunn, I wouldn't say that's one of my favorites, but this is a little cassette tape. It's like a VHS. Alright, you just pop the baby open, take your cassette tape, slide it in, just like that, push it down, and it plays it for you. Now, the best thing about cassette tapes, they didn't skip. I don't know if you guys grew up with non-skip CD players, but they skip constantly. Alright, now, showed you some goodies, let's get back to work. Alright, we've got our second trash bag here full. We're going to go ahead and get this one tied up. Alright, making some progress now. We've gotten 2 trash bags out within the past 30 minutes, so that's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead, get this trash bag out, come back in, finish cleaning. Alright guys, we've already started to make a dent in this area. You see this area was covered up with the chair and a bunch of crap, and we've already got that stuff out of there. So let's go ahead and just continue and keep cleaning. Alright, so we have our third trash bag here, full and ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this up, get this taken out, and come back in and get some more work done. So let's get to it. Alright, now we've reached the bottom of the area, and I knew as soon as we got down to the bottom more, we'd find more older stuff. So let me show you some old antique stuff that we have found. Alright, first we have an old-timey oil can. What you do, you'd put this on whatever you need oil in, you put this down, oil would come out. Then when this was empty, you just buy some more, screw it on there, and there you go. So this is pretty cool. It's an oil can, old-timey. There's actually, I see a lot of them over there, so we may find some more. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now we found an old book of Tarzan and the Apes. This is one of the original ones. See that there? That's pretty cool. This book was written, copyrighted, and published in 1914. My goodness! One of the cool things about this book is whoever it was written to, they've got a little note here from 1919. We also got a little stamp here from 1919. My goodness. So, if anything, this book is as old as 1919. So, Tarzan and the Apes. Pretty cool. Pretty neat book. Pretty old. Alright, the next thing I found was a shaver's kit. Now, this thing's pretty cool. It's got a zipper on it. Now, we just undo the zipper. This was the brush you'd put on your shaving cream. Neat little design on top. And then you open it up. And it's got everything you need. My goodness, let's see what it's got in here. it looks like what to be razor blades. Here was the looks like top of the razor. Maybe it's where your razor went in right there. We got some kind of liquid stuff. I assume it's maybe for the razor, like oil or lubricant. I don't know what this is. I imagine it's some kind of thing to keep the razor in shape, lubricant, or maybe it's even some old-time shaving cream. I don't know. But we've also got the razor handheld part itself. Looks like a modern-day vape, maybe. And this thing also has the original tag on it. It's also got a nail file in there. I'm not sure why. Looks like you just stick all your little bathroom knickknacks, fingernail clippers, filer, shaving stuff, anything you could fit in here and take it with you, probably like a travel case. Was probably what they was going for here. This is neat. Got the brush, got the wood, got the case. Nice, neat, awesome. And according to my knowledge, what this is you spray the smoke on bees and it calms them down so you can get in the thing and get their honey. So this is what I imagine people would use in the old days when they'd raise bees. I could be 100% wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Pretty neat, pretty cool. You'd put your stuff inside here, and then you just move this back and forth, and it would just poof it out. Poof out the smoke. Get the bees. Nice. This is pretty neat, pretty cool. Alright, I showed you some of the antiques we just found, so let's get right back to it, see if we can find anything else. We've got our third bag done already. It's full to the rim. It's ripping already. I'm going to get this thing tied up. I'm going to get it outside. Then we'll come in and see what we got messing with here. We've done a lot in this area itself. We've got about 3 trash bag full of things. We moved the chair out. We got some little knickknacks and antiques to show off. It looks a lot better than it did before. Honestly, I didn't know the amount of mess that was in there because the chair was in the way, but after I moved the chair, yeah, it was a mountain of junk. So take a good hard look because it's not going to stay like this. We're going to end up moving that vanity over to the wall there, and this whole area will be covered up. Then let me show you the mess we're getting ready to get into here. First off, we've got to clear off this vanity. We've got a mountain of stuff here, but then down there we've got stuff all there. Then we've got to get up there and get some stuff. So let's go ahead and get this vanity moved over there and see what kind of mess we're going to be looking at in the future.
Attention. 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 Attention.
Alright guys, we got so much more room to do all kinds of stuff. We can do arts, we can do crafts, I can practice my karate, I can practice my jujitsu. Anyways, oh my god, come check this out. This is awesome. Alright, I'm going to put some images up so you can see what it looked like before, but my goodness, look at the spacious area here. We got all the way, oh my god, guys, you will not believe what we succeeded in today's adventure. We cleared out a whole nother chunk of this messy hoarder's house. It started out a big mess. We had to get the area with the chair cleaned up before we could get anywhere. We got the chair cleaned off, moved it, cleaned all the stuff underneath it and behind it. Then we moved the vanity up to the wall, and then we cleaned all the stuff where the vanity was setting. We took about 3 trash bag loads full out to the trash. That's how much we collected. Now we found some cool stuff, some antiques, some cool retro stuff. I'd say we did pretty good today. We're killing it in this room. My goodness. Woo! That's gonna be it for me, guys. You've reached the end of the episode. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little ringy dingy thing for more awesome content, just like the video you just watched. I want to thank you for your time and thank you for your patience. And I hope to see you again real soon on the next episode of this series. And remember, as always, there's no reason to be sorry for liking Sweet Johnny. Sweet Johnny likes you too.
What it mean to be the best? All I know is stay down, bad, I'm the GOAT. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah, yeah.